Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to GameStar TV and to our coverage of Cybergamer Season 3 of their Invitational. My name is Chrisis, and pretty stoked to be covering a bit of Rocket League. It seems as though my Rocket League casts these days are few and far between. Well, that's going to be changing soon enough. Come August, we've got some big plans, but that's about all I'm going to say about that. In the studio with me tonight is the man himself, the original Byza face. Good evening, Byza. I was actually going to say the original Byza-gasm, but something got in the way of me saying gasm in relation to your name, so that was a little bit weird for me. But we got past it, and here we are. So, yeah, we did. There you go. So shout out to our 11 viewers in Twitch chat so far. We haven't done a huge amount of promotion for tonight. In fact, I only realized we were casting tonight this morning, didn't I, Byza? Well, yeah, and you know, I was thinking the time, if you've got an organization that is kind of sitting on a pedestal, because that's where Atletico is right now. They're right up there. They're on a step higher than everybody else, and they have been for quite a long time. The time that you are most likely to be able to get an upset from their form is actually when they change organizations. And that's not... Oh, apparently we can't hear you. Sorry, Byza. We'll bring you back in there.
No!
So... It's not a poor reflection on the organization that they've just joined. It's simply that change is unsettling. And even though, you know, we're on the internet here, we're in virtual cars, we've got, you know, teams that haven't necessarily moved house or anything like that, the fact is they're in a new environment, they've got a new support structure around them, new management, and as good as it might be, there's still that kind of, there's that just a settling in period for any team into any new organization. And Legacy, they will be baying for blood, and I expect, Byza, that they would have prepared well for tonight.
Put it this way, everyone in Twitch chat having a guess at what Byza said to Chrisis by the response of Chrisis. Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the rivalry of Legacy Esports and Atletico that used to be formerly known as Nuovo Gaming. Head-to-head battles have been so many this season, and even last season in the GRL going into it. So it's going to be an exciting night. What I practically said before is this is the chance for Legacy Esports, as the boys get straight into the match. This is the chance to dictate to Atletico that you're not going to have an easy final series. Both teams in finals. It's going to be exciting, ladies and gentlemen, as we get this game underway. Blue side at Legacy, Aaron, Orion, and Soma. And for the boys of Atletico, Bango, Montecano, Snuff. Round number 7, the last game, Chrisis, and we're underway for Cybergamer.
Yeah, week 7, the final week of the Cybergamer competition before, of course, the grand final or the final series take place. So, going to be a good one, and hopefully these teams will put a good show on for us. We're into the orange zone after the initial kickoff, and teams passing things over. Bango looking to find his feet, carrying it up through the midfield, but intercepted well by the boys from Legacy. And the feelers are out right now, Byza, from Atletico, just sending the ball through different passages, floating directly towards the goal, rather than trying to create anything magical just yet.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they go about their game. Legacy, a typical playing team, passing team that isn't Monticona. Just wraps around as his team hits the ball in a nice little redirection. That's stuff there into the corner, and that is a dangerous ball. But look, I was going down the point of Legacy love to pass, and they love the little soft touches, you know, how they work the momentum into the game. So we will expect to see that, but on the counter, the boys of Atletico, they love their quick plays, and the pass and a shot coming from Orion, high flying, looking to equalise that there, Chrisis. They're going to continue to put this pressure on, but at the moment, Atletico's got the momentum.
Yeah, they do. 1 point ahead after the first minute. Up into the air, off the wall goes Orion, gets it to the midfield, but perfectly read by the boys in orange. Now it's returning though to the orange zone. They've conceded possession. A good touch, a second touch. Aaron looking to set it up, but the cross, the clear is a cross across the goals. Byza, dangerous play, but already Atletico showing the kind of confidence that we've grown accustomed to from them through the season.
Passing play coming from Legacy, heading in forward. Soma doing work the ball in front, cleared by Monticona. Snuff just working it down the wing, heading it forward, meeting in the defensive path. Ryan up goes Snuff to bring it straight in. Bango! On the back end of Snuff again. Look how he sets this one up off the wall, back net. Oh, Bango saying yummy. Yummy cheese. I
tell you what, you cannot make a mistake in goals, and that's exactly what's happened there. On defense against a player like Bango, he's going to slot it every single chance that he can get. Soma in the midfield with a good touch over there. Second touch that comes through the corner. Aaron's going to try and feather it over into the center. The touch comes through from Orion, but it's well read and cleared away. Back into the blue zone now with the boys in orange, Atletico on attack. And Byza, isn't Atletico's main color a kind of an orangey sort of color anyway?
Yeah.
I think it is.
I've been looking at it the last. Oh, it's a shot on from Orion. Absolutely no question, Chrisis. I think it is. Nice touch here by Aaron off the defensive play from Atletico and straight in Orion. I was going to say, Orion's actually looking pretty hot tonight. He's flying high very early, getting the touches on the ball. It's just defense holding him out. I expect him to have a couple big goal moments throughout this match. As we're halfway down, the ball drops. Aaron defensively tries to help it out. Bango just meets it forward again. Stuff is sort of a weird touch. Gets hit in the process. Back through the middle. Orion now helping it forward. So that's different by Aaron. Doesn't usually whiff past that. Helps it in Soma. I've got to ask you, Chrisis, what do you think of these new cars? We're seeing two on the Legacy side thus far. Looking quite fancy.
Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. In fact, I need to get myself updated with the old DLCs and that sort of thing. And give the cars a little bit of a run around myself. It's interesting, I was watching a stream by a dude called Johnny Boy, and he was doing some analysis, and he said some really interesting things about the cars. Oh, the touch from Orion on defense puts it up above the goalpost. It's good enough to clear, and now the open goal is there. Bango, though, scrambling for the cover defense. Gets the clear or gets the redirection away from his goal face. He'll be pleased with that. And straight away, the pressure back on into the blue zone. And yeah, I'm having a look at the AthleticoBH website right now, and it's not quite an orange. It's more like a kind of a mustardy orange type of color. So, but close enough. Close enough for sure, Byza.
Yeah, this is a bright orange, like a healthy orange. What am I doing? Oh, goodness gracious. A minute remaining here in the first one. In the first game here, ladies and gentlemen, for Cyber Gamer. 2-1 is the scoreline in the favour of Atletico. Monticona working it forward, a little bit wide. Drops down. Aaron just stalking it out. Meets it with stuff. So it's a dispute ball on the defensive side for Legacy. They have to work this. Ryan gets the touch, gets worked back over. Soma now wrapping the wall. Looking to do a bit of flying magic. Monticona's up there. This whiffs past. touch from Snuff, just holds it up for a minute, gets another flip onto it. You can tell Atletico don't want anything to go past this net here. Ryan, it's a big fly up. Here's Aaron with a flip, can't get there in time. Drops back down, and now a chance. A little reset here coming from Aaron, straight back to Ryan. Simon looking to finish. Ryan. Wide ball plays down. I don't think they're going to get this, Chrisis. They're looking threatening, but I think this is going to be a goal on return.
Yeah, some good pressure in the last minute or so of play, but great defense coming through from Atletico. They keep their goal face clear for that minute of pressure, soaking it up, and they take the first game.
No, nice little game there. We could see what the Legacy Esports were wanting to do in terms of their play, Chrisis, and it's the same strategy that we see from them. And look, if it works, don't change it. You know, I just think they've got to be a little bit more quicker and a little bit more tricky. What we were seeing was a lot of flying from both teams and missing the ball. So they're tricking around in terms of placing the ball in a certain area. It's really catching the boys of Atletico off as well. However, their defense is a little bit more solid, a little bit more placed. The rotations are there. Legacy Esports just got to get themselves a little bit of momentum and it'll come their way.
Shout out to TJ Bird 123, who reckons the color that Atletico uses is gold. Now, I was watching some politics the other day and I saw Donald Trump sitting on a chair that had gold on it, and it wasn't quite the same color. So, well, we'll go with gold for now, since it's close enough and we're into the game. 20 seconds gone by in the orange zone. No real threat though, Byza. The ball's just here for a while, and it seems almost as though it's just here, not ready to go into the goals. It's here until the boys from Atletico decide that they're good and ready to clear it away.
I didn't think I ever would see Donald Trump in Rocket League. I didn't think I ever put that into a game, but it somehow got there.
No, he couldn't play, you see, because his hands are too small.
Yeah, and the big head. Won't be able to see his hands with the controller.
Oh, TJ Bird reckons he knows. He's the one who actually designed, I guess, is it the website or is it the or is it the logo and the website or what? But shout out, good work there, man. And we'll have to take your word for it.
I like the logo. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet.
Gets
So donuts on the board, Byza, so far after 2 minutes of play.
Yeah, well, not quite 2 minutes of play yet. 2 minutes yet. All right. Well, have a look at this. Aaron's looking for it. Bango saves for the meantime. And teams can't get any control of play. It seems to be met down in the middle here. And then lost of possession. Defensive hit coming from Aaron there, working it back to the wall. Ryan flying high. Monty Connor, it's a dangerous set, but up goes Soma, looking to get the second touch. Flies past, can't get it. Aaron helping it forward, but it's straight in the path of Monty Connor. Now this is looking like a dangerous Atletico play. Bango backs out, does the flip, gets out in the front. Oh, the striker and Monty Connor's wrapped back around defensively. And now they go back. Legacy's turn for the snap. Quick goal. Don't get their snuff. Helps it out. He now gets the second chance. It comes straight back to him. It flips back over. It's coming a wide ball. Soma wanting to finish it. Holds it on the wall for now. And now Bango runs it down the wing.
Yeah, that was a pass from a Legacy player right into the waiting arms of Bango. He shot it down wide along the wing. He's got to fall back though on defense, though, so close, and an absolutely clutch save coming through from Bango, switching around from offense to defense. Another shot, it goes wide off of the post. The rebound also goes, or the shot off the rebound also goes wide. And some heart-stopping moments at the halfway mark, Byza, but Donuts still up.
Yeah, very close for Legacy. Chance for Simon, goes to work it. Bango, he is reading the ball so well defensively here. And Aaron has to have a shot and put it at the back of the net just to hold it out for his defensive side. Soma up high, doing it well. Reverse, heads back down. The ball looks dangerous, but it's crossed back out. Connor, Bango tries to meet it. Aaron, there's a shot on time for goal. The celebration's there. Legacy with the first and the second.
Well. So a moment of a great contest in the corner there. Sends the ball at the diagonal, and Atletico's defense just misread where it was going, thinking it was going to power up, I think, high. and instead Aaron sent it screaming along the ground. Oh, another shot that goes through, and Bango picks up yet another halo. He has been doing work on defense, Byza, all game long.
Gone absolute large, and again we're seeing these defensive saves where they actually hit it up into the back net, just on top of the goals for the clearances. Both sides are doing it, so they're going down to the absolute tactical defense style, because you don't see that happen much. In a chance here, well, Bango just watches everyone fuffle around the goal, sits there, and the ball drops down in his lap and slops one in here, Chrisis.
Two defenders went up for that ball, and both of them whiffed it. Byza, again, a mistake that is not going to be forgiven by a team like Atletico, and they take advantage of it, even up the scores. A very, very tight game, though, coming around to almost a minute remaining. A good 1-2 coming through from Aaron and Orion. Soma has to come forward, though, to pick it up in the midfield after the defensive clear. A good, the ball bouncing, and it's almost as though it's floating rather than traveling with any real momentum. I don't know if the players are trying to finesse it or feather it or what, but there's just so little momentum on the ball at the moment, Byza.
Yeah, this is a lot of high flying from both teams, and there's not much pace in it. They're just trying to work the gaps, and this is what you have to do. Up goes Bango, another save. That was going in, and they've got to say right now, the actual quick fingers of Monty Connor is actually helping the team of Atletico. He's getting up really quickly, saving from the defensive line, putting a lot of trouble, causing a lot of trouble for Legacy.
Well, Legacy keep trying to create something out of nothing. They've been spent an age in the orange zone. Aaron with an interception. It's going to drop down in front of goals, but there's no mistake from the defenders on Atletico. They clear it away. We're into the last 10 seconds of countdown, and we are going to be going into our first Everton. Whoa, that ball was flying straight for the goals, and man, saved by the bell, literally, Byza, as we head into Everton here in game number 2.
So busy concentrating on the chat to put this thing in. Oh yeah, Everton. All right, let's get back into it. 15 seconds down. It's going to be a tight one. I reckon we'll go the distance, maybe another fiver. Gets another 5 minutes. Who knows? The way these two teams just seems to be, the defense is all about the way they want to play, and the attacking, well, they're both working really hard here, Chrisis, but it's just hard to get through the defense as the ball goes high. Nice touch there by Monty Connor. Bango gets up. That's a good redirection back down. Defensively, here comes Soma over the top. Looks to work it up. Orion, flat-footed, can't get himself up in the air in time. Bango now up, flying high. Moves it forward. Aaron meets it on the floor. Orion now going for it. Two ditch efforts by Monty Connor, but a chance for Soma. There it goes! Rents the corner. Legacy take the second game.
Man, he flips the cap off the visor of his cap onto the back of his head, and he knew exactly where to slot that ball, Byza. We caught it on camera. Fantastic goal coming through, and the series is evened up 1 game each.
Yeah, and we talk about players not going full ham in terms of using the full burst and speeding around the map. The guys took their time in placing themselves in the right position, and you could clearly see, yes, Soma was accelerating, but he accelerated at the right time, right length, hit that ball perfectly. I think that was the most perfect time hit I've ever seen this season thus far.
Hey, shout out to Penoir, and you are exactly right, mate. He placed it exactly when he needed to put it there and score the winning goal. Interesting point right now. Exactly the same number of goals scored by the two teams. So 3 goals apiece across the 2 games, as tight as you would expect a game between these two teams. And Byza, I'm just wondering at what point the blowout game is going to occur, because typically in a 5-game series, you have these tight matches, and then one team just finds their rhythm over the other one and starts to slot a monstrous amount of goals in. And who's it going to be? Bango with another halo. He gets on defense again, and Legacy right now, Byza, playing with a great deal more confidence and putting pressure and keeping pressure on the Atletico side.
All right, I'll answer your question. I think it's going to go right down to the end and to the wire. I believe Legacy are going to put in the performance tonight to show Atletico that, like I said at the start, it's not going to be an easy finals run. Yes, we're going to be fourth. Oh, Soma! Well, let's hit that cam and watch how Soma got this one. Too busy concentrating on responding to your question. But after that, open goals, clearance almost coming. Both of the defenders from Atletico flying past with Soma. Just a good placement once again, in the right position, right timing, good speed. But carry on, Chrisis. They will make sure that they put this in the back of the mind of Atletico come finals.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about momentum so much when we talk about Rocket League. There's momentum within the game, within a specific game, momentum in the series, and there's going to be momentum needed by teams coming into the final series. Snuff! Turns the momentum around. And man, that ball, he had all the time in the world. Nobody from the defenders going up to disrupt the bounce of the backboard, and they get punished for it again.
So I don't think someone was going to be able to get up. If he went, I don't think he saw stuff in the process coming out of the ball. If he did, he probably would have gone up and just got that. That was a powerful hit, and it was also a powerful rebound. Again, two differences between both teams. You got the power game and the placement game. Legacy. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Another chance for Atletico. They head up high. Defensive there from Soma, holds it up. Now Aaron helps it off to the side. The ball's going to drop down right for him. But over the top, Snuff reading it well. Just getting the marginal distance to get the advantage. It heads straight into Orion. The touch from Monty heads it to the corner. This looked like a good set. If he can set it up nicely, he does. Banger goes flying. Chance for the finish. The soft touch. When they're expecting the slam dunk. Nicely done, Atletico.
Bango with a great little touch there coming through, seen from Monty Connor's perspective as it came off the backboard. Going to point out something that I can't take credit for spotting myself, Byza, but when the boys of Legacy are on defense, watch the positioning of the player in goals. And this tip is from Johnny Boy, the Scottish dude who was doing some analysis of the RLOC championship games. The goalie is positioning himself too far forward, and that's exactly what Soma got punished for just then. He was too far forward, the ball went over his head, and in his attempt to reposition, the ball, the angle, he got beaten by the angle. Aaron touches the ball, it goes the wrong direction, and Bango says, thank you very much. 3-1.
And again, the rotations. It comes down to the automatic rotation, helping themselves around, clearing the ball. Because they're so heavy on pass play and close intertwined passing play, they need to be close to each other. So wherever they're going deep forward, it really gets in the way of the back line. And Bango comes through again for another juicy touch at the goals. Can't get it through, but Snuff just holding it up, getting the defense for his team. Monty kind of wraps around. Joan just looking for Orion now on the defensive duties. Heads it back up. He's off the wall to double touch, putting up a lot of players right now. Gets the third as well, and it's a ball dragging back down defensively for Atletico. Snuff helps it up. Back over by Orion. Looking dangerous to finish, not there. Jumps as it works back down for Snuff. He works it off the wall again. The favourable touch straight to a Legacy player in Aaron. Tries to help up the wall, but he's absolutely buffled it. And so has Snuff helps it back around. I've come up with a new word, Chrisis. Oh, the dirty demo from Monty Connor. 3-1 scoreline right now. Atletico got the control.
Yeah, they do. We've been into, we visited the orange zone just for a moment, but the scoreline telling the true story. Pressure not getting converted into goals by Legacy. And just as I say that, Aaron makes a liar of me, picks up the second. And that came off of a defender trying to get the clear away. A good opportunistic goal coming through from Aaron. And they reduced the goal deficit to 1 point only with a minute and a half to play, Byza. We might be going into another Everton.
Good placement by Aaron, just getting himself into good positioning and then turning the car at the right time. Great goal as it heads down now. 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. Snuff with a double chance. It's going to roll in. Oh, the save will come from Soma. However, defensively nice Legacy. They're very lucky Snuff didn't put any power on that. Now the chance for the return. Oh, it's hit the crossbar. Oh, no.
An opportunity lost there as it comes off of the post and then over the roof of the follow-up play. Just didn't anticipate that it was not going in. And now, tragedy for the Legacy fans. Bango, he finds the back of the net. 42 seconds to go and increases the goal deficit that Legacy has to claw back to 2.
Oh, look at that. Snuff's gone the Byza-gasm. Yes, there is a Byza-gasm here, ladies and gentlemen. And I wish I had several hands to be able to spam it in chat while commentating at the same time. Can't do that. I'm not anti-dexterous or... No, I'm not going to say that. That's totally sexist. Anyways, back into it. Looks like Bango's looking for another one. It's going to help us to the wall bout. Snuff. Touch there. Monty Connor's going to leave it alone and head back defense. But it's still enough, a good attacking play here from Atletico. Hits it straight to the wall. Clearance there, read well by Soma. Bango waiting for it defensively. Helps it forward for the meantime. Monty Connor meets it in the air, gets the good touch. Aaron looks to flip it out. Time's ticking down, but this is an Atletico win. Bop draws. This is bop draws. This ball drops. Dyslexic as well, classes. There you go. Round 3 completed.
So in South Africa, we have a word, bokdrolls. And I don't know.
I hope
like,
it doesn't mean something dirty, man.
like you have goats here, right? In Australia.
No, what are goats?
Well, the thing is I don't know if
I'm
you've ever
joking,
been
totally.
around a goat and seen what they poop.
No.
They're these tiny little
I'm a city
balls.
boy.
They're these tiny little balls of poop, and
All right.
yeah, that's what a bokdrol is. Is a tiny little.
Bokdrol.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So
what I
it's
thought of that.
probably fitting. The ball turns into a bokdrol, drops down to the ground, gets stuck in the grass, and doesn't go into the goals. There you go. We made something out of nothing. Rightio, we're into game number 4 of the series, 5-match series, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Cyber Gamer Season 3 Invitational. Legacy and Atletico BH going up against each other. And right now, Atletico, number 1 in the power rankings, are in the lead, 2-1. You can see that on the GameStar scoreboard. Shout out to Super Roach for coding that together for us. We're into the blue zone like we've spent so much time tonight, Byza.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Chrisis, who's your MVP right now, man? Who's your favourite?
It's got to be Bango, man. Like,
Yeah.
and for an unusual role that he's been filling. So Bango, the striker, really for Atletico normally, but on defense he has been spectacular tonight with so many clutch defenses. So right now Bango's up in the lead. I wonder, EJ Star reckons the same. I wonder what Twitch chat thinks of in terms of who the MVP so far might be.
Who knows? We'll put it out to them, as well as who they think they're going to take the match up. And don't say Atletico because they're in front. But yeah, they're in front at the moment. 2-1 is the series score, ladies and gentlemen. We're around number 4. This is the chance for Legacy to get themselves into a 5th and a contention for a win. Or will we see the boys Atletico take the chocolates and the momentum heading into finals, saying we've got one up on you and you're going to have to do a hell of a lot to try and beat us? Well, at the moment they've got the ball in hand. Bango working across field. It's a big clearance. Snuff holds it up high, but this is an open goal by Legacy. Soma wrapping well, holds it up in the meantime. Orion up he goes to the defensive, but straight back into the path of Monty Connor. Goes a little bit wide. Bango waiting for it, stalking, looking for the second touch, works it up a little bit wide. Should be an easy clearance here for Legacy as they head it back down the middle. Orion looking to get high, just gets it forward. In the meantime, flying around. Aaron redirects in the back of the net. Soma, he's just waiting and stalking for the perfect timing. But Atletico are beating him to the ball, Crisis, and it seems to be the play right now.
Yeah, it's some pressure that turns to naught. Still donuts on the board. 2 minutes have gone by, and the lead That's AthleticoBH right now not threatened at all by the run of play. Of course, we can't have a draw, so the match will go into Everton if it stays donuts for both of these teams. And who knows, it might actually stay exactly that way with the way that the teams have maintained such a tight series. Would you say 4-2 is a bit of a blowout, though, Byza, from Game 3?
No. A couple lucky shots, defensive slightly lacking, but Legacy were also trying to put some dangerous shots on. Funny that. Bango back in the picture. And again, stuff's not working in the favourable wall torn. Soma just gets up, can't get the. That's a great cut. Great cut off the air. I love shots like that.
We have seen that play so many times from the boys of Atletico. Somebody puts it into the corner. Oh, the save from Soma comes through. As I was saying, someone puts it into the corner. The diagonal is the cross that comes through, and Bango finishes it off. He finishes it off again. Just 30 seconds ago, he was scoring. Monty Connor puts it up off of the backboard, and Soma flat-footed in the goals. He was moving backwards to try and pick up that save. But Bango, he knew the order, he knew the angle that he needed to keep the defender flat-footed, and he played it perfectly.
You may as well give him the MVP Plantronics Rig 500. Why not? Why the hell not? He's absolutely dominating right now.
Well,
I'm not giving one away, Bango.
Oh, snuff.
Well, you called a blowout. It's happening.
Yeah, 3-0. No defenders there was one defender to save it the first time, and that was it. Everybody else was kind of MIA, doing a little tour of the field.
I'm going to put it out here. Give us your best bingo. What is it? Hyphenism? Or what is your best bingo saying? I want one. Just for the fact that bingo is dominating play right now. Give us your best bingo sayings, ladies and gentlemen. We'll give the best a shout out and some love.
All right, Bango carrying it out wide, whiffs the ball, a rare whiff, in fact, off of the wall there. But it doesn't matter because it's almost as though Legacy right now are playing to put the ball in the path of an Atletico player.
What, the tanker?
I mean, it's not that they're throwing the game, but Snuff reckons calculated. I think he was probably lucky to get it, but he contested for the ball, and the clear was just not at the right angle to get the danger away. And you're right, Byza, we're looking at a bit of a blowout. 4-0 right now.
Yeah, it's still going to go. Soma working it up high. Back of the net, drops it back down. Snuff now charging up the ball, gets the hit onto it. Aaron holds it up for the meantime, but that's a dangerous boy. Bango now getting a bit of the pace. Aaron meets it first. Monty Connor save on target. It's not on target. It's off to the side there by Orion. He works back around, but this is Soma. He is on target. Bango getting in the way. Bingo goes Bango. Says Romeo, and he is going bigger right now, but Soma gets in the way. Says my goal. 4-1 scoreline.
Well, it could just be a consolation. Changes the angle, and that is a class goal if I ever saw one. Changes the angle on the tip of his car. 42 seconds to go. Well, I mean, let's just say we've got the engine master, or whatever they call him. He's in the engine yard. He's put a little bit of coal into the train. But the comeback has not quite begun. This has got to go in 25 seconds. The scoreline doesn't change. How many times can you try for the goal? And finally, Soma gets the finish with 18 seconds to go.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's the last cast for GameStar this season for the Cyber Gamer in Rocket League. So why not enjoy the hell out of it? 5 attempts at the goal for Legacy's Esports. It's going to be some type of miracle if they're going to get themselves a win out of this. But at the moment, the ball's heading back out in the favour of their goals.
Yeah,
Legacy struggling.
Yeah, sitting in the midfield right now. The ball absolutely stymied. Bango with the long-range speculator. And why wouldn't you speculate? Some of those shots that have been purely speculative for most teams gone inexplicably past the defenders from Legacy. Well, that is game number 3 that has been picked up by Atletico, and that means they win the match. We've got to play the last one out, though, Byza, and finish up the series, and I wonder if Legacy is going to be able to come back and restore a little bit of their pride.
I've got another shout out here, Untouchable Gilly, Bingo, Bongo, Bango. Gets that.
And a shout out to PDG, who's joined us in the Twitch chat, cheering on his newfound team. Is this their first competitive showing since they've switched over?
No, they've had one before.
What was the other game that they played? Wouldn't have been a cyber game again.
Yeah, it was Peanut.
Were they already at Atletico by last week? Because we only covered that one match last week because of scheduling changes. So, oh well, there you go. Yeah. So second outing, and they remain unbeaten so far.
Right. And to be honest, it's, you know, I was wanting to hype this up tonight to see if Legacy could mount a challenge for the final series. But right now you can see there's a big clear in the skill level in terms of Atletico and Legacy. At one point, Legacy top of the game, getting toppled a little bit. Not to talk negatively about them, Chrisis, but they're going to change something up or get something happening if they're going to get themselves back up to the top.
Yeah, they do indeed. Well, they've sort of stopped, they've halted the decline. I think they dropped down to 4th in the power rankings at one stage. They're sitting at 3rd right now. So, you know, people are recognizing that they're starting to make a bit of a comeback. But right now, they're still behind an on-fire Atletico. And really, they've also got to start figuring out how to beat Abyss Esports to boot. 1 minute has gone by, and like every other game so far, Byza, no goals in that first minute.
Yeah, it's a tight contest. Let's see if they can get the momentum working. Montecano, however, in the process, cruises us. All on, it is Atletico. They're going to start this final with a bang. Too bad there's no Bongo in the way.
I'm pretty sure he didn't prove me wrong, because I did say no goals in the first minute, and we were a minute and a half almost into the game.
Oh, you know I'm having fun with this right now.
Yeah, all right. 1-0 at the moment in favor of Atletico, and it's really practice time for them now. They've won the series 3-1 so far, and if they were playing in the GRL, which they're not, Soma comes through. If they were playing in the GRL, Byza, there'd be a bonus point on offer somewhere around.
Yeah.
Never mind. 3 minutes 25 remaining. The score has evened up, and Soma so far doing well for his team on attack. He scored a couple of key goals, but on defense, it's the defense I feel that has let Legacy down time and again. Oh, a couple of shots have gone wide.
Another goal.
Orion does not score.
Who knows? 1-1 is the scoreline right now. Both teams looking handsomely flying. Didn't even get that one right, but they're looking good in the retrospects. Orion here, just a little bit of work, doesn't get the touch he wants, heads it back out to Soma. The flip from Aaron just holding, putting all the players out right now. Orion now helps the wall. Monty kind of waiting for it. Orion jumps off the wall, try and make that, but it's gone back defensively on Legacy, and here's a chance for Snuff. Works it straight to Bango. It's rolling past the goal front, but there is no conversion in the process. Aaron now helps it across to Orion, punches it up for him, going for the goal. 2 defenders for Atletico waiting for it. Aaron now works himself to the ball up high. Stuff just floats on the ground. A little bit of a barging going on. Nice read from Monty Connor off the back net, helps it forward, but at the moment Legacy looking the most dangerous here, Chrisis.
Yeah, here's a cross that has to be defended, and who's there to pick up the halo? It's none other than Bingo, Bongo, Bango. Man, it's I wonder if he's been given an instruction. Mate, you're a great striker, but we need to see you more on defense, because he has been doing the business. A shot from Snarf. They've turned it around. They're mounting a little bit of pressure here on the blue zone. They haven't spent a huge amount of time here, Byza, in this last game. When they have, they've managed to score a goal. Surely, here's another shot. Aaron gets the clear away, though. Picks up his savior badge as well. Bango off the wall, runs out of boost at the last second and can't get the touch to finish the ball. A minute and a half to play.
Big pot from Soma. Montecano flying through. A couple of whiffs from the boys Athletico. Here's a chance for Soma to finish this off. Flips past the ball. Aaron has to go up, coming across, cutting it off. Nicely done by Snuff. Now he gets a chance, wraps it back. Bango works at 40, wants another one. Chance for Snuff. Can't get there. Cleared back out, but met nicely on the wall by Bango. Holds it up and now the defensive work. Defensive into offense from Legacy. Can't work it again. The defense, Athletico. On song right now as I hold up here. Aaron over the top. Soma looking just to finish. Just pops back down. Aaron has to do the full donuts to get there and can't. And even the Athletico boys are shutting each other out for the ball play right now, Chrisis.
Oh, and there it is. Off of the backboard, carried from the corner. Great piece of play from Orion, setting things up, and finally Soma finds the back of the goal, gets them back in the lead. They find the tiniest of gaps in the Atletico defense, but it was enough. 30 seconds to go, just about. Byza and Legacy in the lead for the final game of the five-game series.
Well, I talked about the man of Orion having a big night. He hasn't had the big one yet, but he's just stalking that ball, waiting for an opportunity. And talk about opportunities. They're flying through the air like a bird on steroids. Couldn't get the ball at all. And Josh back down. Chance for the bird to get it, and he does. 3-1. 1 seconds remaining. Aaron, 2 whiffs in the process in that last 10 seconds to get that ball, but eventually he gets there.
Well, 3-1 in favor of Legacy. A little too late, though. They've already conceded the series, but, you know, Byza, I said they'd be playing for a bit of pride. We talked about momentum as well earlier on, and, you know, if you must lose to Atletico, lose 3-2, and at least pick up that last game, and that's exactly what Legacy have done.
Well, put it this way. At least you can take that last game and go, we beat you in the last game. So you got it coming. Take your positives out of there, but a fantastic night for the boys of Atletico. Another fantastic outing. Again, strengthening themselves on top of the OCE scene right now. It's an exciting race to the exciting final series coming up. It's well, while dinner's put in front of me, thank you very much. Shout out to brother-in-law. Thank you, mate. Awesome. I'm not going to tell you what I'm having. But it's going to be an exciting final series. But we're not going to be there, Chrisis.
Well, we'll be there in the spectator stands, donning the egg. So that's what we have to do. In fact, that's a great cosplay idea. Somebody needs to go to the next LAN where Rocket League is going to be played, and there's got to be a whole row of people dressed as eggs. That'll be classic. So maybe we'll see that. But tonight, two of the top teams in the region have gone head to head. Legacy, they looked threatening at at various points of the game or of the day at least. But Atletico, all class. And Byza, we need to pick up an MVP. And we pointed it out earlier on.
Do we even talk about it?
Yeah, no, we do. We've got to give credit where credit is due. Bango had a fantastic game in 2 phases of the game. His striking was on point again, but his defense was fantastic.
I'm not going to disagree with that at all. I think he's had a fantastic series tonight, and to be honest, Bango's had a fantastic season. The games that we have caught here at GameStar, and from the start of the boys Athletico coming from the Gamaroo scene with their pickup and now Atletico. It's every week we just see them improve and strength after strength, and it's really healthy for the scene to see teams doing this. Out for Sydney, massive right now. Abyss Esports, massive. All those guys kicking up. Legacy had a stronghold for so long with Tim Avidius and another one, but those teams are all now dropping down on the ball, and we're seeing these newcomers. Well, they're not newcomers. They've been in the same, but they're strengthening up. It's really, really healthy sign for the Rocket League come pro division, but the finals were fantastic. But Bango, just getting a little bit off track there, Bango has been actually one of the players I've seen from the start, from the get-go, that has improved every single time. If I had to give a player for an improvement, like you'll give a coaching award at a footy, like the Coaches Award, Bango would be my choice for the Coaches Award. Massive play from him. Really deserving MVP of the night.
All season long, you've got it there. He's been a great player and picks up the nomination for the Plantronics MVP Award. Shout out to Plantronics, who have been sponsoring the MVP Awards for a good 3-4 months now.
They've been big contributors.
Fantastic contributors to our MVP program across multiple game titles. So he goes into the draw. We will be drawing that at the end of the month, in fact, the Plantronics MVP. So everybody that has appeared on stream in the Rocket League, will go into that draw. And I think it was Rasmus from Reload Esports who picked up the last one that we gave out. We're going to be giving another one out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to wrap things up. Thanks for joining us here. Yes?
I do want to wrap it up. I wanted to have a little chat about the 4 teams going in the finals, but you can wrap it up if you want.
No, go ahead, mate.
I got trolled by Untouchable Gilly. Gilly, when I say footy, I mean AFL, not soccer. Anyways, ironic that it is a game with a soccer ball. Coaches Award. Get some. Bango. Well done. 4 teams, finals. Athletico, Abyss Esports, Alpha Sydney, Legacy Esports. Chrisis, that is a tough final series. Like, every game will be such a grind. Who do we put in? Who's going to win?
Oh, well, it's going to be Atletico. We had the RLOC Grand Final was completely unexpected. Gameroos got through on a great performance, knocking out Abyss Esports, and Nuovo beat Legacy, I think it was, in the semifinals, if I'm not mistaken. And you know what? No BM towards Gameroos, but if you are second on the ladder, you should not be getting beaten by the 10th placed team on the power rankings.
Sometimes you have some off days, I reckon.
Sometimes you have off days, and I wonder whether Abyss Esports are going to be able to overcome the high pressure loss that they had. So, I have talked them up all season long as being the Mr. Consistency in terms of the teams. Of all the regions, they are the ones that have been the most consistent. And they just had a little bit of a wobble there in the RLOC. And they need to prove that they're not going to wobble in the next high-pressure situation. And that's exactly what these finals are going to be. So, it's going to be a tough call. If they can maintain the consistent form, then they'll get through.
Yep.
But there's never been a question about Atletico from the time that they won their first match through to now.
I've from the get-go, since I've seen, I've always favoured the boys, Bango, Monty Connor, and Snuff, going through the season. I've been a fanboy of them, but the one team that stands out to me, and if they're on, I think Alpha Sydney, I called at the start of the year that they would be the finals threat and the team to watch come finals. Alpha Sydney, they look dangerous, 5-2. They've had some really big wins. I think they're possibly a chance as well. If we go down to it, I think it's an Alpha Sydney Athletico Grand Final.
Oh, big call, mate. Alpha Sydney, a very exciting team from the moment that they picked up first Rocketeers Stony and through the season. Well, they'll have their opportunities coming up in the finals, and you got no argument from me, mates. They are an exciting team, and they are one of those teams when the magic starts to form when they play. They are unstoppable. So let's see. You've made the pick. I'm not going to argue with you. Atletico versus Alpha Sydney in the grand final. I don't know what the seeding looks like and whether that is possible. I'm not sure what the final standings are, but never mind, ladies and gentlemen. It's been
1 and 4, second and third.
It's been a great game tonight. Yes, shout out to Animal Kingdom Sheep. Yes, this is finished. We're just wrapping things up. A win to Atletico, 3-2 over Legacy. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, from the production crew here at GameStar. We'll catch you around. See ya.